Is it recording?
It is.
Okay.
Let's do it this way. So
Uh, like this?
yeah, just a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, wait.
Okay, that should be enough.
Yeah, perfect. So, all right.
So okay. Let's start. What is your name?
Yeah,
Where
I'm
you from?
Jimmy Global. I'm a German. My parents are Turkish, but I was born and raised in Germany. Before I came to Dubai, I lived in the Netherlands, where I also went to college. And I've been living in the Netherlands for 6 years now. And now I left the Netherlands, and I'm looking to see where the journey will take me next and what will be the new home.
So you just came to Dubai like a blind person.
Yeah, I left my apartment on the 29th of August. That was Monday last week, and I didn't really have any plans on where to go. I found a really cheap flight to Dubai, so I just came here and I've been sleeping in a hostel ever since.
Okay. Tell me about the benefits of living in hostel.
Well, first of all, it's very cheap. That's, I think, the main factor. Second, you meet people from all over the world, and you make new experiences. And it's not a lonely experience. You know, when you stay in a hotel, it's quite lonely. But when you stay in a hostel, whenever you go there, there's something happening, whether it be people drinking or partying, which sometimes can be a bad thing if you're trying to sleep early. But there's always something happening. There's always people around.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right. Okay. Let's talk about your education background.
yeah.
And where did you study and what major?
So I did the IB in Turkey, International Baccalaureate. It's a form of high school diploma.
Okay, you did it in Turkey.
Yeah, at an
Okay.
American high school. Then I moved to the Netherlands at the age of 18. I lived without my parents.
Age of 18.
Yeah,
Okay.
I moved to Rotterdam, where I also started my first company, where I was helping people get a good CV and find the job of their dreams. I was really coaching them. And then studied international business there. Then I moved to Amsterdam, where I continued studying business, but then I switched to communication science, and I dropped out of my studies in the last semester to start my company.
So you didn't finish your university.
No,
Don't you need any diploma?
I feel like I can be successful without a diploma, but it really depends on yourself.
Okay. Okay. So the people, I mean, uh, you thought you can manage without the diploma. So diploma is just
Yeah,
a paper, you can say.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's a paper. Like, first and foremost, like, you learn something new, which you cannot put a price tag on education. Yeah, like a good education is no, I would say, substitute. But in my case, I didn't feel like that my education was helping me with my business, so I felt the need to focus more on my business than on my education.
Okay. Well, how is the education in Netherlands? You said
Mm,
you studied in the Netherlands, right?
yeah, first and foremost, it's very good. Like the lecturers and also the professors, they are very dedicated to their job. They enjoy it. The quality of education is one of the best in Europe, and it's one of the most affordable in Europe.
So
Um,
Netherlands is, if you compare with other EU countries,
yeah,
so it's one of the best place
yeah,
to study.
because in the Netherlands, 90% of the programs are in English. Even if you're Dutch, you need to study in English.
Okay.
And even the lecturers, even though they are from the Netherlands, they do everything in English. It's just mandated by the university. So it's a really internationally minded study and focus, no matter what you do, except for law degrees, which makes sense because law deals with like the law of the country. So law is, I think, by and large, law is still taught in Dutch. Other than that, most of the studies are available in English.
Okay. Let's talk about your company.
Yeah,
So what company you are working in or what project you're doing?
yeah. I am the CEO of B29 Global.
B29.
Global.
Okay.
The name comes from my first house in Amsterdam, because my first house in Amsterdam was also my first office, so to say. That's
So your first house in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
So it was like the number room
It
number
was
house number
apartment
29?
number 290B. but
Okay.
290B doesn't make for a good company name, so I
Okay.
removed the zero, I swapped the place with the B, and then we came to B29. And
Okay.
the name Global comes from, well, when I was in my first year in Amsterdam, I was helping a lot of students from all over the world get like the job of their dreams. So I think in total it was 30 different countries. And I thought like, yeah, it was a global experience because they were from 5 different or 4 different continents: North America, South America, Europe, Asia, and yeah. So it was really like a diverse crowd.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, what you do? I mean, what is the company about?
We want to shape the future of connected experiences for brands in the metaverse.
Okay. And more
And
about it? Any
yeah,
details?
so what that means is basically we believe that in the future the metaverse is going to be something critical for survival for brands, and we want to help them become active in the metaverse. It's more of a question of getting left behind. So basically, the way we explain it is like, imagine if you were back in early 2000s and you had the choice of listing your business on Google, right? And you felt like, should I do it or not? This is really what we see. It's like, should you get your brand into the metaverse? Yes or no? We think yes, because it's a matter of surviving and keeping up with how the face of the industry and the face of the world is changing.
So this is the new way of doing business, a new way of advertising your
Yeah,
company products.
I wouldn't say just advertising, it's a new way of staying relevant. Because imagine if, for example, your business wasn't listed on Google, it wouldn't be like, it wouldn't exist basically, you know? But I think the same is going to be the case with the metaverse, that like if your brand is not on the metaverse, it doesn't exist anymore. That's what we see.
That's okay. So what is your, approximate uh, time to cover all over the world, or to cover all the companies, to be in that platform, or how you call it,
And we think it should happen within 5 years.
in 5 years?
Yeah.
So the idea of this project is just you wear the VCR
Mm-hmm.
and you just walk virtually,
Yeah.
like a 3D version of yourself,
Yeah.
to go somewhere.
An
And
avatar, a 3D avatar of yourself, like the avatar you can create with your iPhone,
yeah,
like that type. And we want to help brands that they can create an avatar for their own company. So imagine, for example, you go to a virtual store of Nike, and there's like an avatar of Nike that helps you find the best sneakers, and it knows what you have bought before, what your preferences are. And the thing is, that may sound easy, but for a lot of companies, that's something they're going to struggle with, because they don't really know how to make that transition from the Web 2.0, the current web, into the Web 3.0, the next generation of the internet.
okay. So what is your advice to young generation?
My advice is you have to make sacrifices, like whether it be your sleep. For example, it would be good to mention, last night I realized that my business plan was completely outdated. So I went to the airport here in Dubai, which is open 24 hours, and I sacrificed my entire sleep. I didn't sleep last night, and I just worked on a completely new business plan, did even more research, and it turned out quite nice. So if you have a burning desire to accomplish something in life, you really need to make sacrifices for it. And
Hmm.
that can either be your sleep, but it can be other things as well. Like, for example, if you're young, you're tempted to go out every weekend. You're tempted to go partying. Like, yeah, you can do that. Like, you can be like the rest, but eventually you need to make that sacrifice of saying, like, I'm gonna stay in. I'm gonna go to bed early, wake up early, so that I can focus on myself, focus on my business. And it's just a matter of priorities, to be honest.
So that, okay. So they have to sacrifice themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, not to be an ordinary student
I
or a
wouldn't say
guy. Okay.
ordinary, but you have to make a sacrifice for the things you believe in life. If your mission in life is to be the biggest party animal, then yeah, by all means, go to like every party. But if you want to make more of your life than just partying, then you have to make a big sacrifice.
Okay.
Yeah,
So by the way, how old are you?
I'm 24 and I'm
20.
turning 25 this year.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, that was the short interview, and but we will be coming back with your project,
Yeah.
and I want to know more about it, and I want to explain to my audition
Yeah.
with the details that explain them that the future is just behind us. I mean, it's catching up with us. So thanks a lot. Appreciate.
I thank you. That was it.
That was it.
Whoa.